What is going on, guys? My name is Joe, and welcome to my first episode of my new series. Going to be an Ultimate Team journey around the world. And for some of you, this might be a little deja vu, as I previously had one of these going and experienced some trouble with my YouTube channel and that sort of thing. So I decided to start a new channel and ultimately restart this journey. And what I hoped to do was to create a new club and start fresh. However, it would not let me delete my club for some reason. So we're just going to continue on with this one and continue on with that record in the tournaments. We already had one and continue from Division 1. And for those of you who are new to this series, just take a couple seconds to explain basically what it's going to be about. What I plan to do is build a team for every country that has a player in Ultimate Team and basically play my way. Well, not in this series, but last series I started in Division 5 and worked my way up to Division 1. But you see here, I have emptied my club of all players, and what I plan to do is build a team for every country, starting with Albania and working my way all the way through to Zimbabwe here. And now I'm going to try and capture this Division 1 title, starting here with Albania, and I will make teams only using players that I have used in previous teams. So for Albania, there are not enough players in the database to have a full starting 11. So I will have to use outside players. But after Albania, I will only be able to use players that I have in my club from previous teams to kind of get into some creative and unique hybrids and that sort of thing, and put together some teams that'll help me win divisions and capture new tournaments as they release and that sort of thing. But the ultimate goal is to wrap up that Division 1 title and kind of do this journey to try some new players, as that is something I very much enjoy in FIFA, and hopefully we'll find some guys that you guys enjoy as well. But we are going to play the 4-5-1 formations. That is something I had really started to like in that last series, so we are not going to change that. And for those who were following in the last series, I am sorry for the deja vu that you're going to experience with these teams, as there's not much I could change in this first couple squads here, as I am very limited on players. But I am going to continue here with Albania, starting fresh in that 4-5-1, and we start to put this squad together right away, as we can get right into some gameplay for the next episode. And these smaller nations tend to make it very difficult to put squads together, as often their players are not put up onto the auction market, since they play mostly in small leagues, and they do not come in a variety of positions and formations and that sort of thing. So it often costs you a decent amount of coins for consumables, as you have very little options on what position and what formation you can buy the player in and that type of thing. But we get going with the 4-5-1 with Berisha up top, as he is a very underrated striker, a very good silver striker. If you guys have an A-League team or an A-League hybrid and that sort of thing, which is a pretty fun league to use if you guys have not tried it, definitely somebody to give a go up top as a striker, as he is a lot of fun to use. We're just going through here in the 4-5-1, looking to pick some guys up, and you see that there are very few options in the 4-5-1. There are a couple Roshis on the block, on the auction block. Only one Mejia who was overpriced, so we went out and picked him up out of formation, and only one Ujani who I'm going to throw a 150 coin bid on and basically hope that he does not get buy it now. But we win this Gashi auction here, who is going to be that backup center mid holding position that we are going to start Kana at, and we're going to use Rama there on the left mid, as he is a default left wing, and he is a lot of fun to play with. Somebody I definitely think would be more suited for that left wing / left forward role, but for this formation he is going to be our left mid, as that is somewhere he excelled in that last series. And Albania does not have a lot of options, does have a lot of striker options and that sort of thing, so a couple guys are going to be left out of this squad, but there are not many options other than that. And we go back out here after we had lost that Kana auctions. I went to eat dinner, and we pick up this one here for that 650 coins on the open bid. And continuing on here, we are now going to have to get some position and formation cards, and that is something that typically is extremely costly. And really, through that first 4 or 5 teams, I think it was, that I had put together in that first series, was the big cost effective reason of why teams did cost as much as they did, as the players were relatively cheap, as I had not really gotten into any big name players and that sort of thing, but had uncovered a couple guys who I did like and didn't like and that sort of thing. So I will be able to try new guys here to replace some of the guys that I was not too fond of in that first series. But saw this idea and thought it was a really cool idea to kind of bring me through the rest of Ultimate Team, as it's kind of gets a little boring playing the typical Serie A side, Bundesliga side, that sort of kind of thing, same players. So this is a way for me to kind of spice it up and use some new guys and kind of find some hidden gems of guys in obscure leagues and nations who are often left out of teams, but really could be some solid players on Ultimate Team. And it is going to be a lot tougher now starting in Division 1. We had a pretty solid record, as you see, through that first series at 48-20. But I expect that record to kind of be a little bit tougher now, as we're going to start in Division 1 with this Albanian side, instead of being able to pad that record through the first 3 or 4 divisions, which we went through with some pretty relative ease. You see here the amount of position and formation changes that I had to go out and make, which was really the big cost consumption that I had to spend for this team, I guess you could say, as I had to go out and picked up a couple CDM to CM cards cheap just to leave in my club, as I will no doubt need to use them in this series again. But we go out here and we pick up this 4-5-1. We had picked up 4 or 5 of them, and I make a mistake there, throwing one on Kapilani when he already is in the 4-5-1. So a waste of coins there, but luckily for us, it is only 300 coins or so. But this Albania side was a side that I was very successful with the first time I used it. We got off to a great start with them in that last series, so hopefully that can continue into this series here, as there was some good combination play up top with Haika, Berisha, and Rama, as they were extremely effective on the offensive end. And Mavraj was a very solid center back. In that first series, I used them as a 3-5-2, as it was before I decided that I was going to make the 4-5-1 the default formation. This way, all players in the club will be in the correct positions and formations I need them in, and that sort of thing when I have to use them from other squads. As if I had to consistently change them from position to position and formation to formation, it would be an added cost that would really turn out to deplete our coin total pretty quickly, as guys would be playing all over the place and that sort of thing and constantly needing to be changed. But we make Kapilani there into a cam, as he is going to be that backup cam there for Haika. We pick up Bogdani up top, and you see here we have finished filling out the squad, getting as many guys as possible, as close to 9 chem as we could. But that is going to wrap up episode 1 of my Ultimate Team journey around the world. If you guys enjoyed it, a like, comment, subscription would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next episode.